Yay, it worked. I think it worked. Did everyone hear me? Yes, technical difficulties. Please tell me you guys hear me. And unfortunately, Pookie is watching a bad guy movie, so we're probably going to hear a bunch of crap in the background. How is everybody? Hi, hi, hi. It was so good to see everybody in chat already. How is everyone? Miss Boop, Terry Lynn, hey, Lurk, Miss Tina, hi, Nina. Hi, 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 everyone. Chili, hey, Mama. How are you? I think that's everybody. Can you guys hear me? I haven't seen you guys type yet if you can hear me or not. So I'll wait for you to not get too excited. I'm over here excited, so hopefully you can hear me excited. Can you type a one? Oh, good, good, good. Yay! Hi, hi, Mandy. How are you? Yay! Hi, Miss Tabitha. How are you doing? Good to see you as always. Yay! Make sure you hit that like button for me, guys. Let's not forget the like button. There's 16 of yous here. How is everybody? I'm so mad that it took me 8 minutes to get on here. I don't know what was happening, but I think if you don't pay for it now, I bet you it's just going to start giving you problem. Dark Soul, so good to see you. Brandy, hi. Jilly, of course you hit the like button. Of course you did. Miss Tabitha, I feel like I haven't seen you in forever. Dark Soul, I definitely haven't seen you in forever. Miss Brandy, it's been a long time. I think it's been a long time seeing all of you guys because I haven't live streamed, right? And I also haven't made many videos. So if you're not a member, like I just haven't seen much from you because you haven't seen anything but members' videos. So I hope everyone's good. I'm gonna be doing a little series and I'm gonna be doing it live, and we're gonna be talking about specific people that I just think help help to, explain online friendships and what they're becoming, what they've become. Hi, Amanda. What they've become, because I think for way too many, it's just become a game. I am back in Illinois. Yes, I am. Yes, Lurk, I am. Yeah, I have a video I need to do, and I've been working on it. Let's just hope that I can finish it by tomorrow. Oh, I can't wait to cover the JK drama. And Jilly, I seen you sent me something. I can't wait to click on that damn thing. Yeah, yeah, it's definitely a good thing. But I was just gonna come to visit, and I'm gonna stay because people can't stop fucking following me. So I'd rather be where I'm safe, and people in the house are safe, and there's no children, and you know things like that. JK is still around, and she is still. Thank you, Brandy. Yes, please hit that like button for me, guys. 19 of us in here now. Burner isn't going to let her get away with that. Oh no, what? What? I know. Okay, Mandy, send them to me. She got Pino's live stream taken down. That's crazy. That is crazy. See, it's almost not worth talking about her. I'll certainly give it a try, but she gets any of my stuff taken down, I won't talk about her no more. I'm not even gonna lie. Am I scared of Jessica Kent? Yes, yes, I am. Because she mass flags stuff and somehow she gets all everybody's stuff taken down. I just don't understand. When I highlight stuff, you guys, I cannot see the rest of the chat. Is going off on Burner, calling him an abuser. Who would have thought that would happen? Oh my God, none of us. Biggest cancel culture vulture, for sure. I know, it's been such a long time. Oh, he went live again right after. Oh my God. She is brutal, Terry Lynn. She really is. But yeah, I'm definitely not going to play that game with Jessica Kent. I'm not doing that. An abusive narcissist. Wow. Who would have thunk? I'm so shocked by that. Would you mind getting me my Coke out of the freezer? Do you think you could turn the TV down just a little bit? Because all I think well, not I think, but all I can hear is just like gunshots and shit. So it sounds like we're like in the hood. Don't let all that air out like that. That's how you make that flat. Man, this guy even opening Coke. Which one is lying? I just see the pattern of her calling people abuser. A bad pattern. And you know what, guys? I would really hate to be known on the internet for being the woman who has breakups and like ends up calling everybody abusive. I'm gonna need more than that, probably. Her face did look messed up though. Oh my God. You slapped me in the face so you can't hear anyone in the background? What? Yeah, I just want it like kind of full because I know it's cold. Thank you. Oh my God, not pictures and stuff of actual ABUSE. No way. Oh, Julie, thank you. Thank you for the first super chat this evening. Thank you so much. Always appreciate you, Miss Julie. You're the best. Thank you, thank you. I cannot see chat for just a moment. Yuck, this pop is not cold. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Yeah, we're gonna have hopefully a long one tonight. He slapped her in the face while doing his dirty deed. Okay, well, I mean, I don't mind being smacked. Hold on, BDSMC. She asked him to do the right. And then did a video they had her talking. Why is this? Why can I not see this chat? Hold on, you guys. This sucks, man. Oh, I see. Because I put a star. I gotta unstar you. Then I gotta go here. Oh, and I can't show comments. I need to be able to buy StreamYard. I really do. Or I'm just getting really bad on it. See, and if you're having rough sex, you don't get to fucking scream about that shit. Or who knows if they did that, right? And she was like, oh, smack me because I like that shit. Let's do some shit like that for our, whatever. And then goes on to say that he hit her. Like, that's crazy to me. The kids should not be a part of this. I don't even want to know what Jilly said about the kids. Because I know Jilly has been watching that. She wanted evidence to take after they broke up. See, that's what I'm saying. Wow. Wow. Hi, Miss Heather. You were saying you wanted to make a live stream. I'm so glad you're here. You know what? At first, when I did the poll on who wanted some Jessica Kent like content, I want to react to Dopey's podcast with her. And I think now I have to address what's been going on. They should have ended it beforehand. Absolutely, if they were mistreating one another. Where did he let all this tea out? I'm going to need some links, you guys. Help me out, Mandy. Help me out, Julie. Well, okay, so there's 28 people in here now, so I can start this stream and we can get going on that. I want to talk about online friendships because I think that a lot of people have friendships mistaken when it comes to making them. And I think it's unfortunate because I've had the same friends for years. And although I have some newer friends like throughout the years, I, don't have fallouts with friends and, things like that. Oh, and she's beefing with her ex friend. How interesting, Jelly. Oh, you know what? I can make you a mod. Hold on one second. Because you need to be a mod anyway. Hold on. I don't need you to drop anything. Did I lose sound? No. Did I go away? Did you guys hear me go away? Okay, good. Everyone can hear me. Give me just a moment. I guess I can't. It won't let me into the live stream. Thank God it let me in there when I couldn't get in this bitch. But anyway, no, I do. I think, people are making friends way too fast online. I think we have watched so many people and their friendships go to the shitter, basically. And people continue to make friends the same way every day. And I just don't really understand what's happening. In today's situation, case, whatever, we're talking about as seen by a subscriber, Coley. I call her Coley Cole because she thinks she's like a damn gangster. But hey, that's just me. That's how I see her, little gangster girl. And she's had 5 friendships. They're talking about like the content. It's okay. And Jilly, I know I can't make you a mod right now. That sucks. Because I would totally say, yeah, just drop the links. I didn't need you to. You certainly don't have to when it comes to like stuff like that. But yeah, I did mean to send them behind the scenes later. Yeah. I just think that when we watch as communities of people, because that's all it is anymore, it's just big communities of people. And I think when we're watching all these friendships go down the drain and we're seeing the things that go wrong in these friendships, we should all take, a little note and not do it ourselves. Yes, JD is part of the prison reform community. And um, I just think that I think we need to really just touch on the fact that like a lot of negative friendships are being made online all around us all the time. And I personally think the women in our community happen to do friendship pretty darn well. I think a lot of us only, meet up when we're in a live stream or in the comment sections. And, I think a lot of us are very safe and we hold our boundaries and, we're not giving our phone numbers out to everybody. And I know as a community, we're not, having 5-hour conversations behind the scenes about, talking bad about people or, um, like in this case with Coley Cole, she's obsessed. She's obsessed with our community. And it's the bingo club, right? And it's like all she could talk about. But I also know that her new friend is a big reason why all she can talk about is our community. Because, you know, Chris was shunned from this community because she didn't know how to not cross people's boundaries. And one thing I've learned, you guys, is number one, you have to have boundaries. And sometimes we have to sit back and we have to figure out what those boundaries even are. I can't set boundaries when I don't know how to make boundaries. You know what I'm saying? And we can be friends with more than one person at a time. I totally believe that. We're we're not a large community over here, but we're not a small community either. And I'm sure people think, we have a secret Discord somewhere and, that's where we do all of our dirt and all the things. Like, no, unfortunately, we are not even unfortunately because it's fortunate, but, even like our community, I know that we're the only community around us that don't do horrible things to each other. Oh no. Oh, that's terrible. See, Amanda? And I bet you, Amanda, you didn't have any boundaries in place because you probably didn't know you needed them. Some of us think, I think, oh, well, we're online. What do we need boundaries for? We just won't answer the phone or we won't talk to this person for a long time if they start getting negative. No, when all you can do is come online and it's obvious that all you and your friend do is sit back and talk about a community of women online, that's not good for nobody. And in return, it has made Coley, as seen by a subscriber, act a total jerk for months now. I'm not even talking about Coley 6 months ago. I'm talking about Coley in the last 6 months. She's starting to laugh at herself. She has nothing productive to say anymore unless she's talking about us as a community, as the bingo club. Hold on, please. Every other day. Wow, I couldn't believe it. I was so shocked when I put out this. Wow. All social media. You see what I'm saying? Because people are out there to prey on you. I think as much as like think about it, my ex-friend, I don't care who preys on her. I don't care who takes advantage of her. I don't care who's using her to try to get tea on Tyra, right? But like no matter what, people befriending her is all a tactic. It's a tactic, right? Like, oh, if we become friends with her, then thank you, Brandy. We love having you. Um, and I think it's just like if we have some information on Tira, that will benefit us. So we'll just be her friend. And she's so dumb, right? She don't fucking know. She just thinks, oh, I'm cool because I busted out Tira, so people now want to be my friends. No, they're using you. Oh, thank you, Amanda. We love having you too. And it's like, oh, we'll just, befriend this person. And it's like, you guys are not befriending people for the right reasons. I'm not going to befriend someone's real life friend that came on here and did dirty things to them and robbed them. Why would I be friends with somebody like that? But that's what it's like online. And that's what it's like in every community around us. Oh, we love having you too, Nina. Every community around us is on some bullshit, you guys. We are the only community that does not fight amongst each other. Or getting upset with her negativity. You were in your hot tub. You know what, bitch? Yeah, no, really. And they are. I showed a video earlier. That's all right, Jilly. We love having you too. We all love having each other, period. But think about it. We're the only community, even though we don't have a name, right? Like I don't know what people call us, but um we're the only community that ain't, fighting amongst each other and having live streams and making up and breaking up and having these really weird I love you sessions with each other and, you know, not able to do live streams without having all of our friends up to make sure that they can, talk their shit too. And it's getting really bad out here. And I think people really need to understand Now I have boundaries. Just what I was just going to say. People need to understand you have to have boundaries out here anymore. And if you don't know that you need boundaries, I'm telling you, you need them. So you got to figure out what they're going to be. I'm telling you right now, Chris is not true blue to Coley. I've been in contact with Chris. Chris thinks that Coley is a joke. And beautiful bitches. I am so down for that. I wonder if they will ever call us that. And something Jilly tells me that's not what they'll ever call us. That is what we should be called, though. Beautiful fucking bitches. That is definitely what our fucking name should be. Um, but yeah, I like, even this most recent, I seen a short today that wasn't even in my video. I love you, Chris. Like, dude, Chris talks really bad about you behind your back. And that almost makes me feel bad for Coley. You know what I'm saying? Because I've had conversations with Chris that is like, dude, what are you doing? Why are you and Coley coming across on the internet so close to one another? And all it did is show me who Chris really is. Not that I didn't already know, but you guys know she's a trauma bonder and she knew how to get me. She would call me in really, really tough situations. And I just felt like I had to reach back out to her. And she gets me, like, pulls me in all the time, is what she does. She has no parasocial boundaries. What a great way to put it, Mandy. She's right to be taken advantage of, and it's sad. I've spent too long betting on her redemption, though. Yeah. And what do we do in a case like that, right? Where all of us kind of sat back and watched how she didn't come to the internet for like a month or two, right? And then she comes back to the internet and she has this beautiful tan and she seems to be on this, like, I don't know, path to recovery and I don't know, getting clean and whatever that meant, but like that's what she was talking about. And then she gets into this friendship with Chris, who got shunned from an entire community. And we've never done that, you guys. No one has ever been shunned from our community. People have left and then, maybe got talked about a little bit, right? Like they've left and pretended to be my victim and shit. And yeah, we've had to talk about them in a chat or two. But like shunned the way Chris was because she wouldn't stop acting crazy. You know what I'm saying? It was like they were a match made in heaven. Truly. She said in a short today that, she wouldn't talk about us if we didn't talk about her. I need to know. Chris told me, show proof of her talking crap about Coley. I did. And then she said, why are you tagging me? I don't care. Amanda, she is funny, dude. Chris is a problem. Chris is a problem. And I'm not going to say I had to learn it the hard way. I had to learn it on my own. And I did. I did learn it on my own. And I learned it through the way she spoke about Coley. And that's just the truth. I realized, like, damn, if you're going to talk to me like that about Coley, like, you know what I'm saying? I can only imagine what you say to Coley about me. Because Coley's online and she's giving out all this online love to Chris. Can I see your comment above? No, but I can go look for it, Miss Terry Lynn. Keep saying you said stuff behind my back and you don't like me. Chris would never be able to show that. No, Terry Lynn, that is not anything that's ever come out of my fucking mouth. Chris will probably say just about anything because think about it. She knew tonight she was going to come up and she knows that I have not answered her. I haven't talked to her. Like I said, I did talk to her here and there while even being in West Virginia. And, she had a really good way of making me feel like she was in a crisis, and I'm not leaving anybody in a crisis. If you have my phone number, I once fucked with you. And if you're telling me you're having a mental health crisis, I'm going to be right there to, and then it reeled me back in, unfortunately. Chris has been the same since you first saw her in Jason's. Yeah. She's a trauma bonder, right? And this all spells to end very badly, worse than her and Roddy, in my opinion. I really forgot about Coley's trauma bonding problem. I didn't even think about that. I think Chris is a mean, mean lady. I think, Chris, yeah, no, Terry Lynn, I've never had nothing bad to say about you. I'm not worried about her outing anything that has to say I do not like Terry Lynn. That's just stupid. I don't talk about people the way she talks about people. You know what I'm saying? I think that's really just what it is. She was in Glitter's comments, even kissing. Yeah, that's crazy. You see, and if you were ever my friend, you would never be over there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about any of you. None of you have my phone number. None of you got any time outside of a live stream or a comment section. Hi, JoJo. None of you have gotten that from me, as far as those of you who do support a lot of us. I can think it's weird, and I can think, oh my God, why would you support other people? But hey, that's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. And it doesn't make me look at you any differently. It's just my opinion. Yeah, that was fucking crazy. I would never fight someone at a hospital while she's waiting for her mother to pass away. And Chris suffers from a mental illness that really does affect her personality changing. And I've tried to, and Terry Lynn, I didn't know that she was still saying that, because I know she said that once upon a time. And it was like, yeah, Terry Lynn, that didn't happen. And then, like, she never talked about it again. When Ronan and Glitter asked about her, and Terry Lynn did a live instantly for her. Huh. I don't know what you're talking about, Amanda. I don't know what you're saying. Knowing me, though, it's just probably something else I forgot, because I can't remember anything. She talks about me hating her daily. I think she was really worried about what I would actually say on here. I'm not going to say the things that Chris has said about Coley, because it's hurtful. And Coley obviously loves Chris. I don't know what that means to Coley. Hold on, guys, I'm choking. I don't know what love means to Coley, and why she keeps allowing herself to love anybody online. I don't tell any of my friends I love them, but when I need to say I love you without saying I love you, I do use words to make sure that they know that I really, really appreciate them or something. You know what I mean? Oh, that's right. Oh my God, now I remember, Amanda. That's right. And Chicago went up there. Oh, that was a fucking nightmare on Elm Street. I do remember that. Hold on, I got a cough or something. But I do watch so many friendships like become a thing out here, and they scare me. At this point, they fucking scare me. And I say to myself, oh my gosh. And I think one party is like super naive and, doesn't quite get it. And oh my God, there's no way that they really know this person. Like, why would they be friends with them? And yeah, friendships online are becoming scary to watch. That was on Terry Lynn's Miss Boop. Yeah, Terry Lynn did a live for her because yeah, Chris like broke down because Tracy said some crazy shit because she just don't have no fucking chill. I mean, I guess I'd be upset, but I wouldn't have freaked out like that. But that's just Chris. That's who Chris is. And I think when it comes to Coley's obsession with us, aka the Bingo Club, I think it is very much fueled by Chris. And I'm sure, and no, I'm positive, Coley really truly believes that I was going to come on here to drag her like I have, all these things to say. And, like my name's Steph TXMA, and it's just not. If she can give it, she can take it. Very that, Amanda. And I think I'm starting to sound like I feel real sorry for Coley. Please don't mistake that because I don't. Because we have Callista Cat, we have Mandy, we have Sarah Jean, we have Roddy, we have now Chris. You know what I'm saying? No, she knows better. Yes, it was a late stream. Yeah, it was. I wonder if you can find that one, Terry Lynn, if you don't mind, and link it. That way Betty can watch it. Oh, that was a bad one, Miss Boop. I have to go blow my nose, guys. Hold on. I think that'll help me to not feel like I'm gonna choke. But I mean, isn't that the bad part about it though? When it comes down to like the people she's writing for, I'll give her that too. She will write for her friends, but I think she'll shit on them just as fast too. I'm over here, saying a lot of things like almost in defense of Coley, but I also think she's a shitty friend. I don't think anybody should be friends with her. I really don't. And then like this dentist, I watched a subscriber make a video in her like for her, and I thought, oh my God, that was so sweet of him. I've heard of his name. She's mentioned his name before. And I, happened to watch his video. You know what? Considering she is over there kissing Tracy's ass, that is pretty fucking pathetic. I just thought of that too, Amanda. Oh no, Tracy has no chill. She'll fucking tell you exactly what she feels. And just another reason she doesn't belong on YouTube because, yeah, we just can't talk to humans like that unless you're going to say it to their face or something. Yeah. And, I feel like if you guys think he's a nice dude, like, I know a lot of you knew people that had gone over there anyway. And then I don't like how she's trying to tell Dennis, you're irreplaceable to them. And it's like, no, no, you don't get to say that because, like, I haven't even had any interaction with him. Why would I replace him? No one over here is irreplaceable. You think when I notice that people stop coming around here, I don't notice that? They're not irreplaceable to me. I've built this community from the ground up 5 years ago. Do you know how many supporters I have lost? And I miss them all the time. I just don't talk about it. Dennis definitely seems like a nice dude. But I also think it's a big problem for someone to come on and, be like, you have to call me, I'll dox myself. Right? Like someone's trying to steal him. I don't like that. And I don't think he should be made to feel that way either. Because Dennis can come wherever the hell he wants to. It's not like anyone's going to treat him differently, at least over here. I don't know. You know how people are on their own channels. Oh my God, you support blah, blah, blah. Get out of my stream. Block. We don't do that. None of us do that who stream over here. So, it's just like, ain't nobody trying to steal nobody's friends. We're all perfectly content with, the friends that we have now. And we're always welcoming to new people, but we're not trying to steal other people's friends or ruin people's friendships. It's just weird. And if I were able to pay for StreamYard, I could show you guys a good little montage for those of you who may not seen, the video earlier. She thinks if you support her, you don't support anyone she dislikes. Yeah. Yeah. And I won't lie. I definitely used to. Thank you, Terry Lynn. Yes, Miss Boob. Definitely save that to your watch later or something. Tracy is my ex-friend, but she has this nickname on YouTube that I refuse to call her. Her name is not Glitter anything. She's a regular schmigular chick, and she does not belong on YouTube. And Terry, Tracy is her name, period. So yeah, Tracy Glitter, whomever you guys want to refer to her as. I'm not saying I haven't side-eyed people like, what are you doing over there supporting these people? But I have to realize, and I've had to learn over the last 5 years, that, people are going to be attracted to people for their own reasons. And I have to imagine, if you're going to support me publicly, as well as support someone I don't like publicly, you're not being fake with either of us. And that's all I ever ask of anyone, is just to not be fake, right? Like, we have Patty Bronner. Anybody who knows Patty Bronner, she's the most wish-washy. She will leave me a really sweet comment, and she'll be over by the pigs by noon talking big shit about me. That's not okay. You know what I'm saying? But when she comes in here, I feel like something is wrong with her head. Something is wrong with your head when you can tell me, oh, Tyra, I'm so concerned about you, and 3 hours later be dogging the shit out of me in someone else's chat. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. I want to invite any of you guys up. We can definitely have a conversation, because I think it's important that I if I want to see things change online, and I want people to be safer. I know I really liked the Patty too, but I've been dealing with that from her for 4 years. But honestly, if she came in here right now, Terry Lynn, I'd still say hi to the bitch. But she's like the only one that I will allow do that. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, it's just a very normal, I like people you don't like, and I publicly support both of you. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, that's what it is. Patty is just, she's like in a league of her own, dude. It's almost like she does it just to fucking stay in good with them or something. I don't know. But yeah, anyone who wants to come up, that way we can talk about some online friendships, maybe some things that have happened with Coley. I think, based on the fact that she went away for them 40 days, and Chris, you are not coming up on my panel, boo. You want to go on panel, Chris? I'm gonna need your friend Coley to let you on panel. Um, I think that, anybody who, I have watched other people just to have the, oh, and you know what? That's another thing too, Heather. That's true too. If you guys are just over there forming your to form your opinion, and I want everyone to know every side of the story, right? I just want people who are around me to have these kinds of streams available to them to watch on replay. Oh yeah, Chris is not coming up here, bitch. To watch on replay. This is not Jerry Springer. Um, and know that they are, yeah, Raymond, don't know who you are. Oh, Raymond Browning. Yeah, you're banned from the studio. And then Chris won't leave. So give me just 1 second. I'm going to have to kick her from the studio because she can hear me when she's back there, guys. Okay. Oh, you can't tonight. Okay. Yeah, Mandy, if you wanted to come up, I know you'd have something to get. I don't know because you know what? I think she wants to talk, Terry Lynn. Wouldn't you agree? She's dying to talk publicly, but her friend won't let her on panel. But we already know Coley is not going to. Also, I really, truly, all these people. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. And, you know, Patty, you're just who you are. You're just a two-faced and you know what? Like, if that's just how you roll, I guess that's just how you roll, you know? Yeah, Chris is trying to come up. Yeah, Chris is trying to come up. Let me grab some Coke too, so I can make sure that I have a wet whistle when Mandy gets up here, because me and Mandy can talk probably a very long time about Coley. But yeah, I think Chris really has some things to say, and she's probably like, Coley, we have to go live. And they keep talking about going live, and we're gonna go live. Hi, Mimi. But yeah, when I asked for help with my granddaughter, you were so kind of Mimi, you are so welcome. I honestly don't remember who says mean things about me and who doesn't, and who disagrees with me and who doesn't, unless it like, you know what I'm saying? Should I? Chris comes up, I'm out. I can't listen to her. No, nobody really wants to. Let's be for real. I know I don't want to. I would have answered the phone for her. Thank you. Take care to you. Hi, Eddie. How's school? Are we almost done? I can't wait till you come in here and say you're finally done. It would definitely be entertaining, but like, what is she going to say to me? What, like, what does she think I'm supposed to platform her to say? Because I'm not going to let her come up here talking stupid. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not arguing with her. I've given Chris way too much of my time. And you guys, my time is very precious. I know I don't do much with my life, but I don't give my time to just everybody. 4 months almost vanished. Yeah, baby. Eddie, you're the shit. You're the shit, Eddie. I mean, I could totally let Chris up and just like let her go. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even need to be here. Proof of what? What does she have supposed proof of? If anybody would even think that I would say anything bad about anybody to Chris, number one, you're silly. Number two, if I'm going to say anything bad about anybody, it's going to be with my mouth. It's not going to be on a text message where there's proof of Tyra being two-faced and talking behind people's backs. That's not going to be a thing. She's not back there anymore. But if Chris comes back up, I will let her up then if you guys are down for it. I don't want people leaving because she's up here either, though. You know what I'm saying? Let me blow my nose real quick, please. I almost blew that bad boy without pressing the mute. That would have been terrible. To say her piece knowing this is the last time. Okay, I can see that. I know. And that's what it is, Terry Lynn. I don't get it. And Patty, I know you watch me. I know you watch my videos. I know you can't wait to, see what's going on in my life. And it's just like, well, why do you got to talk mean about me? I don't even understand that. I don't care. I really don't. I don't care. But it's just like, I could never behave like that. I'm too old to behave like that. And I don't think any of us should behave like that. I think all of us should be doing our best in 2025. Hi, small fry. Chris needs an intervention. Like, girl, quit and leave all these women alone. I'm surprised she hasn't clung to the pigs yet. She actually did try to go over there and then had a really good reason as to why she went over there. And yeah, she'll be over there before you know it. I think the only reason she's not with the pigs is because Coley doesn't get along with the pigs. So she kind of can't be with the pigs. I'm going to drop this link one more time just to make sure. See what I'm saying? It's like I can't hear any of the movie really that he's when they're watching, but when they get to shooting, hi Stina. When they get to shooting, that's all I can hear. So I'm sorry if you guys can hear that. We're not like in the middle of, like a bad neighborhood or anything where like shooting is going on outside. Because they were talking about her husband. That's what she told me. They were talking about her husband and she had to make things right because he was flipping out. So she had to go over there and like kiss ass. You know what I'm saying? She kind of had a reason for everything, Terry Lynn. And when I tell you that she reeled me in every time I quit fucking with her by having an actual mental health crisis, like that's how she got me. Until I realized, like, yeah, I'm not. Mandy, I'm going to let you up here. And then Chris is going to come up. Mandy, I'm just going to ask that you mute. So I'm just going to give Chris the floor. I'm assuming she has something to say, and I want to just give her. I don't have anything to say to Chris. So if she still wants to come up after I said that and she would like to say something, then I'm going to let her up. Okay. So we're going to give her 5 minutes of fame. Coley ain't going to let her on the live stream. Let's just let her say what she's going to say. Right. You laugh
Yeah,
at
you're
that. That's
good.
so funny. Yeah.
You're good. I'll mute if she comes up.
Okay. Me too. She's here. The floor is yours, Chris.
All right, you want to talk about? I talk about Coley on the phone. Well, bitch, where's your proof, first of all? And you know what the fuck you told me about Terry Lynn. You said
What
she
did I
was
tell you?
turning into a beef streamer. You said that she was trying to control you and how you do your channel. You know you said it, you dumb bitch.
You know what's funny? I would have never called Terry Lynn a beef streamer.
The fuck
Second
you
of
didn't.
all,
The
first,
fuck you
second,
didn't.
let me talk. This is my channel. Otherwise, I'll kick you, and then you're not going to be able to talk. Second of all, I made a comment to you, and I know what you're talking about, and I had a feeling this is what you were talking about. I made a comment to you about one time when Terry Lynn was asking to put someone on my panel. You took that like I'm talking shit about my friend. That's crazy, Chris. You're saying that just to say it. And what do you mean you don't talk about Coley? How many conversations have we had about Coley where you're like, Tyra, she lies. She's not my friend. I'm just playing along with it.
And you
Like,
know that's
come on, Chris.
bullshit too.
You're Chris, that's why you're up here because you're freaking out because you didn't know what I was going to say. I actually feel bad for
I
Coley.
actually, Tira, no, I'm not freaking out. I could care less what you
Why
have to
are you
say.
here
But
then?
you're
Why are
not
you
going to
here?
slander me anymore. You're
I
not
mean,
going to.
am I causing you like loss of
Just like you
income?
even
Am I
admitted. You wouldn't have met me because you knew I would have whooped your ass. Those were
If
your
that
words
if
to
that
me.
makes Oh, Chris, now you're making up stories. Now you're making
Of
up
course,
stories.
bitch,
If
you're the
I
only one who makes stories up.
Chris, why would I tell you that if I said to you that you would have whooped my ass, it's only because your mother was dying. Maybe I did say that. Maybe let me take that back and like not call you a liar. Because I do think in your state of mind, when your mother's upstairs dying in a hospital and you call someone to come fight you at a hospital, you're
Well,
not in your
first
right
of all, I
mind.
didn't want to fight you at the hospital. If you
Oh,
rewind, I told
I'm
you that
not
I
doing
would
that.
be at the
No one's going to
hospital
talk to me like I'm
as
stupid.
early as 9 a.m. and that you could pick the place that we fought.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, but I was so scared of you. I told you I was scared of you, huh?
You told me you were scared that I would have beat your ass. Yes, you did.
Wow. I wonder if there's anybody else on planet Earth that could say that I've ever told them that I was scared of them. I'm not scared of God. Fucking Chris, what makes you think I'm scared of you?
Because you didn't want to get that baby tooth kicked out.
You got some balls. You're mad I don't talk
Oh,
to you
bitch,
no
I
more,
got
huh?
big balls. I got big
Yeah, you're mad.
balls.
You're mad I don't talk to you no more, huh?
I'm not mad you don't talk to me anymore. You're a piece of garbage, Tyra.
But I was a piece of garbage that you called with your trauma every time and was with a mental health crisis. And I made sure to call you every time, didn't I?
And who called me with their mental health shit? Who's the one
No,
on
no,
the
no, no,
phone
no,
that
no, no,
said we
no.
were
I
going to be
didn't have
each
mental
other's?
health. No, 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 no,
Who
no.
is
I
the
don't have
one
mental
who
health
said
crisis
we were
and
going to
reached
be
out
each
to
other's
people.
mental health person? You
Because we
said that,
should have
not
been. Because
me.
we should have been. We should have been until I realized how you were treating Coley and how you
I
lie
wasn't
about
treating
doing
Coley anyway at all.
Chris, Chris. Okay, you know what? I'm not doing this. Mandy, you and I have things to talk about. Hold on. I'm not doing
Yeah,
this.
bye, Tyra, because you know.
Yeah, now I'm telling her
Well,
that I'm scared of her. Let me get my camera back off. Yeah, so I told her, you know what? I think I do remember telling her, like, yeah, dude, I definitely wouldn't have wanted to fight you, Chris, because like
your
like
mother's
your
dying?
mother's dying. You know what I'm saying? But like to
Yeah.
tell her that like I was scared of her. I've never told anyone I was scared of them in my life. So
Mm,
that's just like not even a thing. And it's too bad that she couldn't have a real conversation because honestly, I think that's her biggest problem is that Tira don't talk to her no more. Because she would call me with some real crisis ass shit, Mandy. And it reeled me in
oh,
every time and
geez.
it made me feel bad.
I mean, you said you were talking to her when you were in West Virginia. I mean, that's
Yeah.
well after she had talked shit on you,
Yeah,
smeared your
and
name.
fucked with Terry Lynn, and I probably
Yeah.
shouldn't have talked to Chris anymore at all.
And I
But
mean, what is the obsession with people thinking that Terry Lynn is like some weakling? She's not. Terry Lynn is not weak at all. And she's not weak in this community. We are all friends with
no,
Terry Lynn. Period.
no,
On period. That is
and since when would Terry Lynn? You know, I'm the one that started calling people beef streamers. I'm the one who coined that shit. If I have coined it, don't tell me that I'm going to call Terry Lynn a beef streamer. Terry Lynn is anything but a beef streamer.
yeah. She's
Terry
yeah,
Lynn
no.
is what I like to call, and will probably end up being you too, Mandy, is just this new generation of just streamers that can be fucking
Yeah.
normal and have normal conversations.
I mean,
There's nothing
Terry Lynn
beefy
can
about
slice
her.
some people with her words. Like she is very witty. And it gets under,
Yeah,
in
yeah.
my opinion, it's under Chris's skin that Terry Lynn kicked her off her shit and was like, bitch, you ain't coming back.
Exactly. Exactly. You know,
And she just ain't
it
never
must
got
be
over it.
sitting. Well, and it must feel really
She's
shitty.
had,
And I think of all people you would know, Mandy, right? Like, I think a lot of us, and myself included, try to get you far, far away from me and my friends too, and that doesn't feel good. But now, on top of it, you know what I'm saying? She's having this fake relationship with Coley. And it's like, Tira, why are you listening? Because I would always tell her, Mandy, Chris, what is going on? Cully is making these fucking shorts like you two are best friends. You can't trust this girl
yeah,
because in friend mode, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Like Coley is a problem. And she'd
yeah.
always be like, oh, I don't take her serious. Oh, I didn't even know she said this. I didn't know she said that. I'm gonna have to tell her about herself, all the things.
Mhm.
But the
Yeah.
thing is, Chris and I never talked about anybody in this community. So Chris didn't get that from me. Chris didn't get what she gets from Coley, and that is sitting on the phone
Shit
for
talk.
hours at a time, shitting on us.
Yeah. And like I said it in chat, like I have been betting on Coley's redemption for years. But that email where she said, I even told you about it, where she said, would you have
Well,
a conversation?
can you tell everyone about it? Because you did tell
Oh
me,
yeah,
but I think
yeah,
everyone should know, right? Yeah,
yeah,
I'll
sure.
mute.
She had emailed me and it was short and a conversation, if so, and it had a telephone number. And I thought about it for a minute, wrote her back, very polite, and I was like, sure, yeah, I'll have a conversation with you. Like, I'm always open for a conversation. Texted her on the number, not from like my real number, but my business number. Um, Never heard back from her. Went under one of her videos one day and was like, Coley, I wrote you back, trying to do all of the things to make sure she got the message. She liked the fucking comment where I was like, I wrote you back, but didn't say shit, didn't comment on it, didn't write me back, nothing. So at that point, I was like, "Girl, you're playing games, and I'm just too old for them. Like, I'm not playing these games anymore."
And I remember Mandy, I was like, I wouldn't even like give her the courtesy of a fucking reply. And what you wanted, and this is what you told me, is I am open for an apology. And I said, you know
Yeah,
what? If that's what you would like from her, I hope that's what you get. And I hope that's what comes from the two of you connecting and having this conversation. And she couldn't even give you that fucking courtesy.
no, and I was open to it being mutual. I was open to
Right,
just
right,
water under the bridge. It's over now. We're straight. But Coley
right,
can't
right.
do that, and it's like her and Chris got real tight right after that email. And I 100% believe that that's why she didn't write me back because I think she had what she wanted,
Oh.
somebody to shit talk to. And I think that she may have thought that I would do that with her again. But no, bitch, I learned my lesson with you. I'm not going to do that with
Oh.
you. You know what I mean? And I even said it
Yeah.
to you, or we joked about it or something. I was like, I bet
Yeah.
she's going to tell me you're dangerous or something like that. And we kind of joked about it. But I wouldn't expect less. Like I would not have expected Coley to come in and be like, Kira's great. You know what I mean? I
Yeah. Yeah.
know
Yeah.
that you're
Yeah.
one of those hot button issues with her, but
Yeah.
she's going to talk shit if she can. But
Yeah.
like when I told you about that, I was like, "Nah, me and you are friends, and I'm not entertaining that." And I wouldn't have. And it's like, but now she's found somebody who will entertain it all, and I'm happy for them. Chris and Coley, I hope y'all ride off into the sunset and be best friends forever on your magical unicorn.
And I
But
think that's the whole point, right off into the sunset, right? Like far, far
yeah,
away. Like nobody cares.
at this point, though, this is such a cycle for Coley, and I
It
hate
is
that.
such a
Like, I wish it
cycle.
was
Such
different.
a cycle.
I don't even think she's a bad freaking person, and that's what really irks me deep down. I don't think she's a bad person, but she has this cycle with friends. It's like we're ride or dies. We're gonna be there for each other till the end of time, and then you go one place you're not supposed to, and she's like, "Oh no, I'm gonna wash my hands with you. I'm done." And it's like it's just petty. It's like it's not third grade. You can be friends with more than one person. It is okay.
But also, I this is what really made me question Chris, because I think one of our last conversations was like, dude, has she Chris told me that Coley told her about the infamous pill from the doctor that stays locked in the safe so she can take her life. And I said, Chris, I said, you don't believe that, do you? She said, no, of course not. I'm just, going to see how far she's willing to go with it. And I said to myself that night, I
That's
said, you know
fucked.
what? I got to stop talking to Chris, because if somebody told me that on the phone, anybody, okay, right? Because like none of my friends are going to talk like that, but anybody, if I don't believe you, I don't ever want to talk to you again. How dare you lie to me about something like that? And unfortunately, we all know it's a lie because it's not a thing,
Yeah.
and Chris has found so many inconsistencies in her stories about her diseases and ailments. And it's just like, I feel like Chris is doing nothing except sitting there and like dissecting her, almost like it's a science
I
project.
did that. When I was friends with Sarah Jean, I did the same thing to Coley. I found
You know what? Maybe
inconsistencies
it's
with the
hard not
illnesses.
to.
It is hard.
Okay.
Well, from a critical standpoint, if you're looking at her critically, yeah, it is
Yeah.
very hard. But if
Okay.
you're
That
friends with
makes
her,
sense.
it's not. It's not hard. Like
Yeah.
it all sounds kind of legit. But I will
Yeah.
say this. Chris does not want it on her soul to question anyone's illness because I did that and I had to live with that. And that's the only reason Coley and I ever became friends because I apologized to her. I didn't even do that publicly, I did it behind the scenes only to Sarah Jean. But it still weighed so heavy on my heart because if she has lupus, if that's true, that's her truth. She has to live with that. I have illnesses and they're no joke. And I would hate it if someone questioned me. And I hope to God that Chris just doesn't do that because it's a heavy burden on your soul.
Well, and I think with like just the things that have happened in the last 6 months, because like I was doing a little something where I was making little notes in my notepad before the live stream. And, I was thinking about how she talked about my brother-in-law and all those things, and how,
Yeah.
she's talked about me horribly, Coley has, and
Mm-hmm.
I've always laughed at her and made fun, but I've never been cruel to her. Have I called
Mm-mm.
out her sickness? I did. And many years ago, I absolutely did. And I
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't again, I wouldn't make a video
Yeah.
about her illness again. I've learned from things too. But,
Yeah.
it's like just in the last 6 months when it comes to Coley, she comes back after this 30 to 60 day, what she ended up kind of making a recovery retreat, right? Because she started talking about sponsoring
I
people.
yeah, I think so. I want to say that she said it was like for mental health, but I kind
Oh,
of think
okay.
it was treatment.
Okay. Because I was certainly confused. Hold on one second. I have to get him to turn this down.
You're good.
He's like, I can't hear if I turn that motherfucker down. Oh yeah, just the shooting is gonna be loud. I'm so sorry about that, but yeah, people
I
gotta
can't
live
hear it.
too. Oh good, oh good, oh good. Cause see, I feel like it's loud, but yeah,
Yeah, I
nothing's
can't hear
loud
it.
until they start doing the violence. Um, but like I think about that and I think about, okay, man, I remember being like, wow, maybe Coley can do some good things, but then I have to bring up the fact that she, passed weed to her 14-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
Chris has told me that Coley's daughter is going to be pregnant. I know Coley
Oh
has
my
told the
God.
internet. I
It's
don't
not
even want to think
shocking.
about it. But
It's not
Coley
shocking
has
from what
told
I
the
know.
internet. But remember, she came on and told them, oh, my daughter's in love. I've watched it. I watched a live
Hmm.
stream with her talking about it. And
Yeah.
it's just like things like that. It's like, what in the hell are you doing? And then for her to make a short recently talking about, oh, Coley talks to minors. This stuff is played out. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Mm-mm.
Because it wasn't bad enough. Because, see, here's the thing, I've used the N word with A my entire life. I've already talked about it. I
Mm-hmm.
don't use it anymore, but like I have. I'm not someone who's going to make a live stream about Coley using the N word. What I am
Yeah.
going to say about that is you lied about it for a year. And there was proof
Mm-hmm.
that came out a year later that you did say that.
Yep.
Why is there always constant big mistakes with her? And when is she going to just she always talks about doing these live streams. She always talks about doing these sit down videos. We all know she could edit. Maybe she never
Yeah.
edited at all because she did more editing, less editing than she did non editing. Maybe that was
That's
never
true.
her
That's
editing.
true.
Think about that. I've had to think
Yep.
about that lately. Her and all her, I'm going to make sit down videos. I'm going to edit videos. I'm going to do live streams. I'm going to do all these things. No, what you do is you come online every 2 weeks and do some fucked up shit.
Yeah.
Talking
Yeah. I
to
know.
minors, that's what really turned me off about her. I was like, oh, you know
Yeah.
what? She's bottom of the barrel now. And that
Mm-hmm.
really put the whole entire corner of YouTube, our corner of YouTube, on display. I remember seeing Selfie Queen talking about it. So
Yep.
I'm not just talking about the pigs when they fell out and shit. No, like
Yeah.
everybody was talking about it.
Yeah. They were. And the thing. This is some. I have a twofer if I can remember both things. But the first one was I watched a short of hers earlier where she was like, my kids are always asking me, Mom, when are you going to grow up? When are you going to get rid of your
Oh,
bracelets and your
I
your gauged
know.
ears and your bandanas? And she's like, I'm never gonna. And it's like, if my kid said that to me, that would like, it would make me feel embarrassed to like a degree I can't even put into words. Like if my kid came up to me and was like, Mom, will you please dress differently when you pick me up from school? Or like whatever it is. You know what I mean?
And can you
Like,
see Coley even allowing her kids to try to check her about what she's dressing like based on
oh
what
hell
she portrays?
no. No.
And like I remember I had a pair of glasses when I got to Florida. I found them in the mall and they were encrusted all around the edges with these big old gaudy fucking diamonds. And they were super cat eye. And my family
Hmm.
made fun of them every time. But I loved them. I thought they were so cute. Couldn't
Yeah.
nobody tell me nothing. Like, that's one thing. But, like, why
Mhm.
are the kids even gonna say anything about your gauged ears and your bracelets? I don't believe her kids said that to her.
I
You
don't
know
know,
what?
man. That's such a deeply personal thing. I would, the internet could not waterboard that out of me if it was true. Like, they
Right,
couldn't.
right. It makes you
Like,
wonder why. Tell us.
I feel like Coley makes up things sometimes just to have things to say, and I don't know why. It doesn't make a lot of sense. But what is the other reason? You know what I mean? Like, what can the other reason
Right,
be? And
right.
it's like, I
I
don't know. I just
But what about all this
Coley.
laughing at herself online in the last week? Like, she can't even come on and say anything.
Well, she's constant. She even says it in her in like a short that she did. Thoughts Coley has after she hits her weed pin, and I have a dab pin, and it's like I hit that bitch once at night, and my ass is asleep. I've sent you
Right,
some text
right.
messages after that, and you've been like, Mandy, I don't even know what the hell you're saying.
Right,
But
right, right,
like,
right.
I can't hit that shit during the day. Not when I need to be responsible. You know what I mean?
Right,
And
right.
I can't
And I
imagine how
also,
baked you'd be if
but
you did it
I
all the
want to
time.
say about that short, literally, Mandy, she comes on and she's talking about, do you guys think the way I do? But she never tells you what her thought was. That
No, it's
whole
like all these.
short was about nothing. about
A
so she,
lot
at
of
the
them
end she could say she had a weekend. I think
they're
Chris
all
got a smoking weed.
disconnected. It's like all disconnected thoughts, like
So
half a thought
disconnected.
here, half a
Yeah,
thought there. And
yeah.
I don't know. I feel for her. I feel like there's some body dysmorphia going on because the filters she's using, I don't know why she would do that.
I'd be
Chloe is
embarrassed.
not an ugly woman. I don't find her to be unattractive. Why would
Right.
you filter yourself all this
I don't
shit?
either. I don't know. Is something wrong with chat? Because I noticed that no one was coming up, but now I do see some comments coming up. Let me know if that has changed for you guys down there. And I would be embarrassed to use them filters if I'm doing like a voiceover and I want to every now and then click on one of them like filters with flowers or something behind me. Like I'll
But it
totally
still
do
looks
that.
like you.
But I think
Like,
Tabitha said on my thing, like, God, it was really hard to watch that. Them heavy filters are just like they throw my eyeballs off.
yeah, I was watching one with her, and it's like the skin looks painted on. It's just weird. It's very odd looking, and I just don't know why she uses them. I don't think she has any reason to. Now
I don't think
a
so
little
either. Yeah,
TikTok filter
especially
or a
with
little
her new teeth.
Snapchat, yeah, like a little Snapchat filter or a little TikTok filter that's not too like bold or overdone. That's
Right.
cool. But these ones that make you look like you're not even a human, like
Right.
that's weird.
And I think that's why she has a hard time not laughing at herself because she looks ridiculous.
I mean, I can't disagree, and I don't know why she's laughing at herself. And I also I don't get like I remember when I became friends with Coley and all the warnings I got about you, Steph, Melissa, Marissa, everybody. You know what I mean? So I can't imagine what her and Chris's conversations look like. Because I'm sure she thinks Chris is giving her the inside tea. But
Well, yeah, because see, the one time I said anything remotely negative about Terry Lynn, and all it was at the last minute, I didn't realize Curls was coming on my live stream that night. And it was just just like miscommunication. I think Terry Lynn assumed that I knew that and I didn't. And it
mhm.
was just something I mentioned to her. But now for the last 2 months, she's gonna go around telling Terry Lynn I'm talking about her. Like what?
So
You know that
ridiculous.
wasn't me talking about her bad anyway.
No, it's overplayed, and Chris is playing
Right.
off the fact that Shelley tried to like diss me and Terry Lynn because of group chat date or whatever. And it's like
Oh
that's
yeah.
why I say I don't understand why people sleep on Terry Lynn. She will she'll chop you up with her words. That girl in a community post, it's dangerous. Like
Well,
I've seen her put some people in their place.
that's why I never feel like I have to necessarily defend Terry Lynn. And that's a good thing because she's sassy and she does run her
Yeah.
mouth and she says it how it is. And I don't ever feel like, oh God, Terry Lynn started something and now this came up. Like I've never
Yeah,
even felt
no.
like that. You know what
No,
I'm
Terry
saying?
Lynn takes care
Never.
of Terry Lynn's. She takes care of her own problems, and
Yeah,
like
yeah,
to see that growth in Terry, or not growth, but to see that side of her is so awesome because she is
yeah,
such a sweetheart and so
yeah,
just
yeah,
good hearted. But to
yeah.
see her just slice a bitch on a community post, it's like, ooh, I can get behind that. You know what I mean?
And it's very housewife-esque to me. I always say like
Very.
her inner housewife is coming out because we dealt with housewife for so many years before even Terry Lynn found her. So it's like we're so familiar with just how housewife can bite good. Because
Man,
Terry
I'll
Lynn is
never
way better
forget
at
when
it
she
than
was
I am.
I'll never forget Housewife huffing and puffing in that kitchen eating the chicken and
Dude,
just
that was
fucking
life.
roasting bitches.
That was life. That was my favorite housewife era
Oh,
ever.
it was so funny.
And it was after she went and had that baby that she came back and was not my friend anymore. And I
Uh,
remember I didn't reach out to her because I was like, no, like when someone has a baby, they don't want to deal with YouTube people. So I was just trying
yeah.
to like not cross a boundary, you know what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
by staying away, the Steph and the Bambies like sunk their teeth in, and I was like, oh my
Yeah.
God, I really liked it her.
Mhm.
But yeah, her inner housewife comes out because Terry Lynn's also not like me where she's always sassy. She gets sassy when she
Yeah.
needs to.
Yeah. Yeah. Like she's very. She puts her words together really well. And as
Yeah,
someone who writes, like, oh, I can dig that shit. Like she really does. She does it well.
absolutely. Did you see that short? Because Terry Lynn just brought it up. I seen it right before I came live, Terry Lynn. Did you see Coley's short that she posted about all of a
Mm-mm.
sudden now she's watching Shelley?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh yeah, she's going down a rabbit hole. Why is she so late to every game on the fucking ESPN channel? She's
What
late
the
to
fuck is
every
she
fucking thing.
collecting like rejects from this community, like Pokemon cards? Like, what the fuck?
And I don't know if she's talking about Melissa and Steph or if she's talking about us, like, me, you, BB, Terry Lynn. I don't know what she's rabbit holing, but it's like Shelly's video, like 10, 15 videos ago where she just started her shit and wasn't even enemies with nobody yet. She was still talking shit about Melissa. That was Coley Short. Oh, I'm a rabbit
Oh my
hole.
god.
And I'm like, oh my God.
Oh,
She
good
brings
luck,
up
bitch. You're
shit
gonna have to
from
pay
months
that
ago.
membership fee. Ugh. I just don't get it. It's like I believe Coley could be so much more than what she believes she can be. And she should
How sad
surround
is it?
herself. Like she
Right.
should surround herself with people who think that. Who are like, girl, you can do more. Like you're good at this. This is what you should do. Not people who pigeonhole you or bring you down in any way. And it's like I don't know. I feel like Coley can't help but sabotage herself and it's fucking sad.
I think we've all watched her for so long. This live stream, because I didn't come on here to defend Coley. I didn't think I'd be saying the thing, but that's like what we're doing. We're defending Coley, and we're feeling sorry for her. But it's because we've watched this happen so many times,
Yeah,
and
and
it's just
because
like, when does
I've
she get
been
it?
her
Why do we
friend.
see it and she can't?
And and that's the thing. I've been her friend and there's a very small part of me that is so angry that Chris is anywhere near her because she is a
Okay,
good friend. Like when she
okay,
is your
okay,
friend, she
yeah,
is a good friend. It's just a
okay,
very delicate balance. You do anything outside of what she thinks you should do, and she's done with you. I
right.
mean, and it's just like she's done it with several people now, and I feel like she could be so much more than what she is. I feel like she could do so much more than she does. Like if she wants to be fit, she wanted to do this. She told me that she wants to be a YouTuber. She wants to make her money that way. She wants to be profitable as a YouTuber. And I
Right.
believe she could. But like a big thing when we were friends, I was like, okay, look, we need a show run, which is just put some bullet dots and write down what we're going to talk about. That's all that is. Keeps you on track, and that's what we're going to do. But she can't do that one thing, and I think it holds her back so much because she can't stay on topic. But she's
And
extremely smart.
let's think about it too. All the friends that she did have besides you have all ended up being shitty people. Callista Cat, oh god, weirdo. Sarah Jean,
Mm-hmm.
you already know I ain't gotta say shit.
Fucking
Then
bitch.
there was you, then or you were in there somewhere, and
No,
then
yeah, I was after
Chris,
Sarah
like,
Jean.
hello. Our
Yeah,
Roddy, I think Roddy was a little
Roddy was
demon
next.
child too.
Yeah. And I think Roddy was really her friend. And that's what's unfortunate about this Chris thing. I don't believe Chris is actually her friend. And when shit gets heavy and people come at Coley, is Chris going to be there for her? You know what I mean? Is that going to be what happens? Is Chris is there for her, or is Chris going to
No.
ditch?
Well, I mean, Chris had every opportunity to come up here and say something about why are you doing the stream, or you know what I'm saying? What are you,
Don't talk
she
about my
only talked about
friend.
herself. She
Yeah,
talked
she
about
didn't say, don't
herself.
talk about my friend.
Right. She didn't
Don't be
say
talking about
shit.
Coley. She's my girl. She didn't say
Yeah, if
any of
I'm
that. She
coming up
didn't
here,
even
I'm saying that.
she didn't even deny that she talked shit about Coley to you.
No,
Did she?
because she
Like, I don't
can't
think she
deny
did.
it.
Yeah. And it's like, for me, like, if that girl, Coley, if you listen to anything out of this, run. Just run because that's not good. And you know it.
And you know what? Run, stay away from minors. Just because you can't be part of any other community, make your own. Stay away from minors.
Or if you just be like, if she would just be
Oh
cool for
God, this
six
is
months,
great,
I
Amanda.
feel like she could have friends, have subscribers, have people, even men friendships. I feel like if she was just cool for 6 months, that's it.
What if
Everything.
she's not capable? What if she really is just a shitty fucking person and we're giving her whatever this is called, like we're not defending her. I hate saying that because we're not defending her,
Yeah,
we don't need to, but like whatever, you know what I'm saying, not talking negatively, but we're giving
yeah.
her whatever. I think she would have really benefited from coming up here and talking and having a
She would have.
conversation, and I
She's
don't
terrified
understand
of it
why.
for some reason. Like she's
And
terrified of it
why?
for some
Because
reason.
I don't think she's scary. I don't think she's a scary person. And but
No,
for
I
some
don't think she
reason,
is
when it
either.
comes to it, she is very scary.
But even all the way back to when I was on Wildflower's panel, she was allowed to come up at any point, stay for as long as she wanted to. Yet her and Sarah Jean came up for 10 minutes apiece.
Wow.
I just don't know. I don't know. On her channel, she has her own little echo chamber. It's her people. They're praising her,
Oh,
and
you
I
know
wonder
what
if she
though?
can't
When you
take that,
say
like
echo
the
chamber,
criticism.
that's what it is. It's the echo chamber and the comfortability of being on her own channel and being able to obviously control the narrative and what's
Yeah,
happening around her.
yeah.
Because you know
Uh,
what? I wouldn't even have anything bad to say to her. I wouldn't want to talk about what she's done to me in the past. I don't give a fuck. You ain't shit. If you could talk about me like that, you ain't shit. But I don't hate nobody. And I also don't want to continue seeing her hating on my friends when she needs to worry about her own life. She
yeah.
needs to really quit worrying about the bingo club because all we're doing is making fun. It
Mm-hmm.
doesn't bother us. None of us have a bad day because Chloe made us short. And, it's like, it's not like she's somebody we talk about. I don't ever talk about Chloe on the back end to
Yeah.
nobody. She doesn't even come up.
Mm-hmm.
And she wasn't supposed to be the first person I talked about. But like that's what I'm saying. On top of these friendships that just keep going really, really badly, and I think you guys are all right. A lot of you have said it that this is going to be a really bad one. I think you just said it a
Yeah.
moment ago, Mandy.
Yeah. I
And
think it's going to be real
and I'm
bad.
not looking forward to it because I am
No.
very, very familiar with Chris. And I mean, we just watched her. She came on my panel calling me bitches. Like, what are we doing that for when you can't say that to my face? And I
Yeah.
didn't tell you I was scared of you and things like that. Like, do you think I'm going to allow
Girl,
you to lie to me
I
or
don't
lie
understand
on
why
me?
she even said that. No one would call you up and say, "Listen, girl, I was gonna meet you to fight, but I'm scared,
Right.
so I'm not."
Right.
No, no one would. They would
Exactly.
call you up. They might even call you with an excuse, but not with "I'm scared." Come on.
Mhm.
I mean, it's
And
because
I
she's
think I
acting like you're
do
brand new, and it really is
exactly,
irritating.
exactly. And I'll tell you, she doesn't look very good. And that is what happens when you spend your time doing negative shit with your time. I was at the park yesterday, guys, and I recorded this guy, and I'm deciding on if I want to even post it. There's this
Hmm.
dude, he comes up there, and of course, Pookie, he talks to him because he talks to everybody. But this is
Hmm.
somebody that, like, nobody really talks to. He's probably 50 years old, white dude, and there's two
Is
of
this
them
the
like
guy you
that.
had a problem with at one point? Like
No,
he
no,
said
not
some
a
shit?
problem with at
Okay.
all.
Okay.
He's just somebody that I've just never even talked about. He's just a non-factor. He just gets on my nerves. But he
Okay.
will get drunk and he'll sit there and gangbang to himself. And he will say the craziest shit out of his mouth. And when I was sitting there, I was recording, I was chill. I'm like, I'm not going to let this dude bother me. It was only like 5 o'clock. I'm like, I am not going in the house this early. I want to be
Yes.
outside and enjoy this damn weather, and I'm not going to let him bother that. But
Hmm.
after a good 30 minutes of just hearing bits and pieces, because I let the camera just go on him, you know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
just paid him no mind. My energy changed. That's
Yeah.
why
It'll happen.
I know that I have the healthiest relationships with my friends because I do not have negative conversations with my friends. I just don't.
No, and I
And
can tell
that
you,
stuff will make your energy change. Chris looks like shit.
it'll
Chris
rot you
looks like
from the
he has a
inside out.
day.
It will literally rot you from the inside out. Like, and I
And
speak
it
from
does,
experience.
even
Like,
when it has nothing to do with you.
and unfortunately, I do think that her mental illness plays into this because my sister has the same mental illness, and my sister, constant negativity, constantly talking shit about somebody, usually me. But if it ain't me, it's like my aunt because she has no friends. Like my mother is her only friend. It's
Mhm.
sad to be honest. But my mom and her daughter, and you can just see it. It's like a heaviness. Like anyone who's around her, if she comes in the house, like it just follows her. Like, and my mom will go places with her and come home, and she'll be like, "I am so drained. I don't know why. I am so drained," and just be out 2 hours. And it's because my sister is just over there spitting hot shit the whole time. And my
Right,
mom is not used
right.
to that. So it's like my mom's just a nice little old lady, like to be honest. So it's like she's not used to that, and it drains her. And
Well,
I,
go
you go
ahead,
ahead.
Mandy. I'm sorry. No, please
Oh,
go ahead, please.
I was gonna say I've had a drug addiction, and my
Right.
sister is 10 years older than me, to be fair.
Oh, okay.
But
Okay.
but like when she was my age, she looked older than I did. She looked like she had more miles on her, and it's like I went through a whole ass drug addiction, and you look worse.
Right.
How the fuck is that possible?
It's that negativity. And you know what? I'm telling you, if there's one thing I learned in this last year, because he's not the only person who does that. And see, that's another thing about Pookie. He stays with that speaker in his hand. So people like that guy can't bother Pookie because Pookie ain't going to listen to it. He's going to put the speaker in his ear. Well, I ear hustle everyone else's music and mind my business most of the time, unless I'm sitting there with Pookie or whatever and have the speaker next to me. But it's like
Hmm.
just being there for them 30 minutes with this guy talking. And I made sure that like I didn't let it affect me. I tried not to pay attention to it. My
Yeah.
energy was different 30 minutes later and I wanted to leave the park. And that's the kind of stuff I'm not going to be around anymore. And I can imagine, what communities I'm talking about of these women who are over on this side of the tubes, how they sit on the
Hmm.
phone for hours coming up with these conspiracy theories about other people and, what sock account people were.
Yeah.
And it's like, you guys claim that
Oh,
your
dude, I
lives
just
are so good, but like you're not better than none of us. You do worse shit than all of us. Hi, blah
yeah.
blah.
it just fucking hit me when you were saying that.
Oh, that's
The
right. Blah
most,
blah. I totally forgot about. God, remember when she would start shit and Mindy's shit too? I forgot about that.
oh, Chris, yeah, I remember that.
Energy
Mindy was
sucker,
over the
very
shit.
bad. Yep, I
Um,
totally forgot about that. She's
but
been fucking trying to ruin live streams.
I had completely forgotten, but the most tired I had ever been was after my run with Olivia. Like, I was so fucking tired because it was constant paranoia, constant, this stock account did this, and Muzz is 27 different personalities, and this. And it was so much information. It was like it constantly had me in like sensory overload.
Well, I'm a conspiracy theorist. We all know that. And I like to think that I'm right and I piece things together and stuff. I mean, only, no, let me change how I'm going to say that. That was the only friendship I've ever had online that I sat behind the scenes in a negative space. Period. Period.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jilly. I definitely need to do that. I need to, yeah, have something on or something. Because guys, I'm an energy person and I feel people's energies and I wish I didn't. I know I'm not an
Yeah.
empath. I'm not going to sit here and call myself like that. I'm not that. But like there's something about energy with anybody. And you guys, that guy
And that's
talking that
empathic.
shit, his
That's literally
anger leaked onto me.
that's an empath. That's being an empath. You're
Is
literally
that?
picking up yeah, you're absorbing other people's emotion.
Oh, see, and I thought I couldn't be an empath because I'm not always like super nice. I thought that's what made me not
No,
really
no,
an
no, no.
empath. Oh,
What
I
it means
didn't
is
know
like,
that.
okay, like say, say one of your friends, mothers passed away, and they had told you nothing, but you were coming over to visit. If you walk in their door, are you going to feel that weight when you walk in the door?
Oh my God. And I am. I am.
Yeah, that's literally an empath. And then there are
Oh,
people like
wow.
I don't know, maybe Shelley. I kind of think Shelley was an energy vampire. But there are people
Yeah.
who literally
Yeah.
suck it out of you, who are just like leeching on your energy.
You know
And
what? AZ referred to Muzz as something, a dark empath. And
yeah,
that is what I think Shelley is. That is a perfect word for Shelley, like a dark
no, I
empath.
I completely agree with
Oh,
that.
empaths are not
Think you're
always nice.
100%.
Okay, good. A dark empath, yeah. Stina knew. See, AZ like really nailed it with that Muzz one.
I don't know if it's because I came in so far after that stuff with Muzz, but Muzz always treated me well. Like she was never shitty to me. Like we spoke on and off since the Olivia stuff, and she never even held a bat like a grudge against me for the things I said about her. And I called her every manner of
Oh,
bitch,
I was
hoe,
at that
whore,
stream. Yes, you did, bitch. Yes, you
like I
did.
did. And I the one thing I do, if I apologize to you, it is fucking sincere. I do make sure of
Sure,
that.
sure.
But she
Absolutely.
didn't
I
have to
agree.
accept it, and she
Yeah,
did.
yeah,
And
yeah.
like we're
Well,
chill. And
I think as long as people are safe with Muzz, I think there's nothing wrong with it. But if you get burned by somebody like Muzz, you are not allowed to cry because Muzz is so publicly cruel and weird with
yes,
other people. That's my only thing, right? Like
and
I
that was why
always
it was
want people to
so.
be okay.
And unfortunately, that's why it was so easy for the narrative to be made about Muzz and
Okay.
I, because basically she had said something about someone else that was very similar to my situation, like, or would have applied to my situation. So it's like I've got this like voice note of Muzz saying some shit that sounds like she's talking about me. I don't know about this other person's shit, you know?
Right.
So I believed it like immediately. And I immediately like fired off a text message like, "Don't you ever fucking talk to me again? You're a piece of shit."
Right.
Like I just cussed her out. And then I did. I went on Olivia's panel like 2 or 3 times, and I did. I called her every
Mhm.
name in the book because I was fucking angry. Because the thing is, Olivia was spreading my business, but she put it on Muzz and said Muzz was the one spreading my business around. And I just didn't get it. At the time it didn't click, and it's like it took time for it all to fall out, but I did. I misjudged Muzz, and I thought that she was out here talking all manner of shit on me, and I just wasn't gonna have it. And
Well,
I don't
and
know.
you know what? If I heard, well, I have heard her talk shit about me. So, like, I've never liked it Muzz, though. And it goes all the way back to Real Entertainment News, rest in peace.
Yeah. And see, that's before my time. Like, I know of BXB's Boy. Like, I remember watching him for, like, I think his Katie Joy content, but I wasn't even, like,
Yeah,
on his
Katie
side of
Joy.
the internet at that point. Like, I
Yeah,
hadn't found
no,
any
that
of
was
it.
a long time ago. Yeah. So my thing is when I don't like you, I'm probably never gonna like you, but I can be cool
Yeah.
with you. But at the same time, if I always love to hear that people can get along because if Muzz is not gonna do something to hurt you because you have boundaries up and
Hmm.
and I don't have to worry because you're my friend, I want you to have relationships with people. I think it's amazing. I don't know what I would do without my relationships
Yeah.
online. I'm
And to
so
be fair, Tara,
grateful.
you didn't care for me, and we ended up burying that.
Yeah.
I
And
mean,
you
that's
know
a
what? I
big
hope there's
sign
more
of growth.
people that but you know what though, Mandy, you never did nothing to me. And I think when I say that, I'm talking very much about the Muzzes, the JJs, the Bliss
Hmm.
Chris's, you know what I'm saying? Like just the
No, I
women
get
that
that.
have been
Yeah.
around for so long. It's like I've not liked them for so long. I just don't see myself ever liking them. But I
Yeah.
don't want problems with none of them either anymore. Will I
Yeah.
call them out if they're being on some hypocritical shit? Yeah. And I'm going to react to a stream that people aren't going to like me reacting to. But I'm going to do it because that's what the fuck I
Yeah.
do here.
I hate it because it feels like we were all so close to just having peace, and then all that shit went down with B, and it was fucked up, and it was wrong, and I just can't stand beside that. And it sucks because we were all at a place, the JJ, the Bliss Chris, the Cindy, we were all at a place where we could genuinely have peace. And they literally picked on the one person in this community that every one of us will defend. Every single one of us.
I think it was done on purpose. I'm sure there is a person or two that had a lot to do with that and did their best to make sure that everybody agreed with them. I have my suspicions, allegedly my conspiracy. I don't think there's people who want to see our community getting along with other communities. I think if I don't think JJ holds a grudge against me. I don't like her. I just think she's a fucking mean. She's just mean. She's a mean little
Hmm.
bitch. But like, I don't think she has anything against me. But like at the same
Yeah.
time, I don't have nothing bad to say about her. You know what I'm saying? Except for whatever
Yeah.
I happen to see in a live stream. But that's
And
the
like
difference too.
mhm. Like I
Is all
really
the real
like
life shit.
Cindy. Like I think we talked about that. Like Cindy is very personable. She talks about recovery. Like she has interesting videos. I actually really like the way she comes across on video. And but at the end of the day, all three of them are together. And it's like if one supports it, they probably all do. And I don't know why they thought that they could turn anyone against B. It is crazy to me because B has been there for every one of us, like at our lowest. Even when she fucking hated me, she was
You know what?
still
I
in that
think they
inbox to
needed it
create
to
that
be
channel.
true.
Do
They
it.
needed it to be true because they needed to prove that we were gross just like them. And you know what? They have yet. Anybody in 5 years has yet to prove that anyone who I really fuck with, you can't just be putting people in my community. You can't do that, right? But people
Yeah.
who I really fuck with, none of us are in the background doing any of the shit that any of these people are doing.
No.
They make up to
And
break up and all the things.
yeah. And I don't know. I hope there is a day on YouTube where we can all be peaceful because they're not, those three women aren't in the pig pen anymore. There's no reason for us to have, I don't know, bad blood. The only thing is, it's going to take some people a long time to get over this B thing. That's it. Like, but I do hope at some point in the future we can all have peace. Whatever that looks like. I mean, I hope the same for Coley, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Because I think at this point, and Mandy, tell me if you feel the same. Chat, let me know if you feel the same. I feel like, especially dealing with the pig pen, we've
Hmm.
all been through so much. And that includes the same women we were just talking about, right? And wanting,
Yeah.
like, one day to be
Hmm.
everything okay. I think we all deserve a space where
Yeah.
we may not come to Tira's kickback, but when we do have an interest of sorts in someone like Coley and have things to say, they'll feel comfortable, not maybe welcome, but
Welcome.
comfortable
Yeah.
to come in and give their opinions and add to the conversation. All these women are streamers. They're streamers. So like they talk, they have conversation. I want to
Yeah.
get
And
to a place where we
honestly,
can have conversation.
I don't know why we can't because I haven't seen anybody jump on anybody in a chat in so fucking long. It's been a really long
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, I've seen some people come in who we don't like. I mean, when Chris was coming in chat for a long time and none of us liked her, and we
Right,
still weren't
right.
jumping on her. You know what I mean? It's like I just feel like this space has changed. It's not as fight bloodthirsty. I don't know. Like there's not as much fighting going on as there was 2 or 3 years ago.
I wonder why Housewife rode so hard for Muzz. I
But I
don't
think
think
because she was
I'll
a real friend
ever
to her.
forget how I feel about that.
Yeah,
It's just so
and I can
bizarre.
attest that Muzz can be a really really good friend.
And I guess as long as she doesn't feel slighted by you, she's gonna be good to you, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, we're not tight. Like, we never got to the point where we're like, we talked every day or anything again. But, we say
Oh
hi
my
here and
god.
like, it's been a little while since we said hi to each other, but we can say hi and it'd be good. And
Right,
I do
right.
believe that Housewife and Muzz were real friends. Like, I think there's a real friendship there. And I just think that I will say this Housewife might be cutthroat and she might go after you, but if she fucks with you and you're her friend, she'll ride hard for you.
And you know what? You would know that way better than me. So like I can appreciate that comment.
Yeah. I mean, she was her and Kirsten were the ones that came to me about Olivia and were like, listen, Olivia said this, this, and this, and it's not matching up, and blah, blah, blah. And like, we had like a 3 hour conversation about how what was going to happen was going to happen. And it did, just like we said. But when it came time to have my back, Housewife made a video and was like, Olivia doing this to Mandy's kid was absolutely fucking wrong. And I appreciate that shit.
Yeah, because that's right. You were really close with them girls.
Yeah. I mean, I have nothing against Marissa. I have
Right,
always
right, right, right.
had a good
I
relationship
honestly
with her.
don't
I like
either.
her.
I'm just gonna keep it real. I have a really hard time not liking her. I can not like her
She's
very
so
well when
fucking
I need
funny.
to, but like otherwise.
She's so fucking funny, dude. Like that's just it. Like when she says something about somebody, it's funny. Like she's just a funny bitch.
And because she's so trolly, she's gonna come around you whether you like her or not. So like it's hard if you know that you once I have a hard time. Let me know if you guys are like this too. Once I like you, man, it's really hard to just really just like not fucking like you ever again. It's hard because time passes and shit
Yep.
goes from my mind and I just forget shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why I'm up here, you know, speaking good on Coley's name because I liked her at one point. Like, and
Yeah.
there'll always be this small pea-sized part of me that does like her and knows that she could be better than she is. It's just disappointing when she's not.
Yeah,
And
no, I totally
I
agree.
think that is the point of all of this. It's disappointing that Coley is doing lazy content, that she's not trying with her content. Like she's finally hit the sub threshold. It's like all you gotta do is try a little bit and you're good. You're Gucci. You're gonna make money off YouTube. Talk about
Well, and you know
politics.
what,
Talk
Mandy?
about
She doesn't keep up with them watch time hours. She's going to lose memberships and monetization. She can't
yeah,
just
I saw
keep
you
making
mention that.
shorts.
Yeah, like I had almost 3,000 watch hours. I lost them all because I didn't stream.
Yeah, because
So,
you got to keep that shit consistent over a 365-day
yep,
period. And it's
yep.
like, man, I guess it's hard too, I think, for someone like you who had to kind of leave for your own sanity and stuff, and then you lose all those things,
Mhm.
and then you see someone who has obtained them but won't do anything good with them.
Yeah, and it's like, and she could, dude. Like, when we would talk about the paranormal shit, she was in. Like, she was dug in. She had good thoughts. She had good input, all kinds of shit. And it's like, yeah, I can write. I can write scripts, whatever. I can do the research and put it together. But like, you can too. And I'm a big proponent of, I'll show you how to do what I do. It ain't hard. You know what I mean? And with Coley, I think that she could easily talk about anything that she wanted and and
Well,
and be good, but she doesn't talk about anything. It's just a lot of
that's what I think pisses me off most about her because, see, I'm not a political person. I don't have strong opinions on things that are happening in this world right now. She talks about a plethora of things. She's a smart girl.
yeah.
I like to do reaction videos. I like to talk about drama. I like to call people out. Like, you wouldn't say to me that same thing that you just said about Coley. Like, no, Coley can do anything.
I
I
mean, and
can't. I
even
can't do the shit Coley can do.
uh, and it's like even things like talking about her lupus. She could do an awareness video. You know, she told me she got that from having a ruptured breast implant. Like
Right,
that's
right.
fucking
She made a
scary.
video
Because if
about
I
it.
have a pair, like I've got decent sized boobies, but if I could have double D's, my ass would be in the chair. I mean, that's
Right,
just how it
right,
is. But like
right.
after she told me that, it kind of scared me because I was like, damn, like you can get lupus from them, you know? Like I didn't know that. And I'll be honest, I fact checked it on Google, and it did say that that can cause it. So that's scary as fuck. And there are a lot of girls with breast implants. It's like you could really make a difference and a change just by doing a video saying, listen, I have this. This is how I got it. You know, I got my breast done at this age and it ruptured at this age. You know, you could do that and make it a thing. And she says her son is like, I want to say he's 14, 15, something like that, and he's graduating high school already. Like those are things you could talk about that are interesting. Like you have an academically gifted child, you know? Like I don't know. There's just a lot she could talk about, and I mean, her husband works on an oil rig. She could talk about what that's like. You know, they're gone 2 or 3 weeks at a time.
She did,
So
Stina, and then she took it down because I did call her out on it. And I never mentioned anything about how, like, oh, you don't have this or you don't have that. I talked about, you made this video. What, you know what though? She made that video and then she'll leave and say because she's terminal and she'll get all of her little echo chamber to be worried about her and she'll ghost them. Remember, it used to just be she would ghost her friends. Then she
Hmm.
started ghosting the whole community because of her stuff.
And that's
I
why
don't
her
know that
numbers
any
have
of them
went
are
down.
true. Seen. I don't know that any of it is true.
And to be
I
honest,
refuse to believe a doctor gave her a pill to K herself. I'm sorry, I refuse to believe that.
I don't believe that. She's too
And
young.
that was said in her video, by the way.
She is too young for that. They would, like, she says that she's, refused treatment or whatever. Well, they only give those pills, I want to say in Canada. I don't know that they give them in the US. But even if they do, you have to be terminal and terminal to the point that you have no quality of life, nothing. And I
Right.
still don't know that they would give it to someone who is her age. I mean, she's like early 40s. Like I don't know. I don't believe. I'm gonna look it up. I can't take it. Oh shit! I don't. Oh, I got another phone. I got a new
This is
phone today because
crazy.
my other one was fucking up.
Oh, I hate when my phone shits on me because every couple years, that's exactly what it does. It's just like it's done with me, you know? And I get
Yeah,
so scared because it's like I know it's going to happen when I don't have the money to buy another one. I will die without a phone.
I know. That's why I keep the insurance on mine because $100 to get a new one, and I'm like, all
Yeah.
right,
And what, you get
I can
like a new
handle that.
iPhone? Do you get like a new
Yeah.
iPhone when, oh, good, good, good,
Well,
good.
you do, but like I have gotten 5 replacements on this phone. Like the 15, the iPhone 15 Plus is a fucking lemon. Like they just go bad, and I don't know why. And I can't wait
Um,
until I can upgrade.
oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah, but you know what? Them fucking phones are expensive, Mandy.
I
Terry
know,
Lynn
yeah.
is telling us that you do not get the pill in Canada. You have to go to the hospital for medically assisted exercise. So, not even in Canada do they give that pill. And you have to not go to an Airbnb, like she said in her video, with all her family and friends and take her pill. So even in Canada, you got to go to the hospital and be medically assisted on your SSI, dude.
All right, we're
Oh my God,
checking.
you
I
have
know
a
I
cheap
know what state
$30
she lives
phone.
in, so I can hold on. All persons. Let me see. So
Yeah,
this
try to
is
pull it up because I have
Louisiana's
no
right
idea
to
what this
life.
is on.
All persons are entitled to a dignified end, but directly ending patients or assisting in their exercise is an affront to human dignity, regardless to poor quality of life, pain, or survival expectancy. So that's saying no.
Wow.
Because this is like looking up euthanasia, basically, like you would a dog or a cat, but it's fortunately euthanasia is specifically prohibited in Louisiana and throughout the entire United States. So you can't do it anywhere in the United States, period. Noting uh, in this part shall be construed to condone, authorize, or approve mercy ending or euthanasia to permit any affirmative or deliberate. Sorry, I'm saying this out loud.
No, it's all
No,
right.
yeah, it's not. It's you can't do it. Like it's not
And
legal
see,
in the
that is
United States.
emotional manipulation to me, and that is not okay. And that is what I really, really called her out for when her and I had, done a lot of back and forth about a year ago, is that emotional manipulation. Stop lying about very serious things, man.
I
That
agree.
would be terrible if I lied to everybody about stuff like that.
Yeah,
Like
and I
you
remember
can't do
when
that
me and
to
her were going at
humans with feelings.
yeah, and I remember when me and her were going at Sarah Jean. Sarah Jean emotionally grifted off people. Like she would pull you in with like this sob story about how Coley had done her so bad. And But Coley does the same thing. Like it's just it's the same behavior, just different routes. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
I mean, because I remember this is why I went after Coley so bad. Why I questioned her illness, why I emailed her. I didn't say anything bad. I was like, "Hey, I'm working on a piece. I'd like to interview you, blah 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 blah." Right? I just wanted to get her to respond because I wanted to be like, "Why are you ghosting Sarah Jean?" She never would though. Um, the only reason that I was looking into her for Sarah Jean was because that girl came to me bawling. I'm talking about she was in tears. Like, my best friend is dead. I don't know what to do. I know that she's gone because she has this and she told me
Oh
about it,
my
so I know she's
God.
gone. And it had been like 2 weeks. And then Coley all of a sudden out of nowhere did a live. And man, Sarah G was lit up. She was so angry. And I got it. I mean, I get where she was coming from. Like, this girl says she's your best friend and then doesn't talk to you for 2 weeks and then goes live before she even texts you. Like, that would make me mad too. I get it. And I don't think that if you're terminally ill, like she says she is, that you should ghost people because they will worry that you have passed on. And that's
You know
not
what,
something that you should put on
Mandy?
anybody on the internet.
I cannot, first of all, on the internet. Okay, you know how I feel about that. I've only just recently, and I've been here 5 years, well, I even say when I'm in a bad place. I used to not
Yeah.
even come on and say that, but I figured, might as well because people are in bad places. Let's just be in them together and get through them together, right? So,
Yeah.
like, I've changed that, but I can't tell you, Mandy, on Monday that I want to hurt myself or I'm thinking of doing something and then just ghost you for 2 weeks. I wouldn't be able to sleep at night, bitch.
I know. That's the thing. Like, I just don't get with Coley is like, how does she sleep at night? How does she? Like, she's done this to so many people. She did
I
this to
know.
Roddy, and Roddy would reach out to me and tell me things like, me and Coley
Oh no, you cut out. Me
to
and
go to when
Coley.
I'm thinking of that. Like,
Okay, Mandy,
basically,
you cut out. You cut out. So Roddy told you me and Coley what?
are the person that we go to when we're having existential thoughts.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I
And
want to
right
say
then, I
this
was
because
like, first of all,
oh yeah.
this relationship is so unhealthy. And
Oh
second,
god.
Coley is the wrong person for that because she's just gonna ghost you, and that's just what she does.
Yeah.
And like I would tell Roddy that I was like, she's fine. She's not gone. She's fine. She'll be back. I promise. I'm sorry you're going through this, but I promise she'll be back. I didn't know what to say to the girl. You know what I mean? Like, what do you say to that?
Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that shit. Don't be making my fucking friends worry. I want to say this. Blah blah said my husband died from lupus. We're very sorry for your loss. And half the shot or half the shit she claims is absolutely false. I get so triggered
Mm,
when she says the doctor gave her a pill.
damn. I'm sorry,
And
blah
and
blah.
and it's
That's
that
terrible.
emotional. What she did to Roddy was so wrong. And ain't that funny you say that, Cena? Because I know I don't have any interaction with Roddy. I know she talked bad about me in a chat for a long time, but other than that, like I don't know nothing about her. I know you guys don't care for her and you guys had your own beef with her. So it's so crazy how like people even feel bad for Roddy in that situation. I feel bad for you, Mandy, having
Well,
to
I
fucking
appreciate.
like tell Roddy that everything was okay with her.
Yeah, and I'll be honest though, I do believe that that was an unhealthy friendship, and they're both better off not being friends.
I agree with that as well, but I
Like
do
I
feel like
know too
it's
much shit
always
about
been that
Roddy.
way.
Like I know too much shit about Roddy to feel bad, if that makes sense. Like there are
See what
things
I
about
mean? Like,
Roddy
yeah.
that I just can't feel bad for. And I'll feel bad for just
Mhm.
about anyone. Just about anybody can get me to feel bad, but I can't with Roddy.
Yeah. Everyone's like, yeah, we didn't like Roddy at all. But like, yeah, that's just interesting how, it's like still
Oh
like
my
she
God!
did
Did you see
Roddy
what
about it.
Stina just said?
Say that
Roddy
again?
spent that. Did you? Stina just said Roddy spent thousands of dollars flying her parents out to watch her kids because Coley said they were invited to VidCon and then ghosted her. What the fuck?
What? That's why
That's some
Stina
fuck shit.
feels bad for Roddy. Oh my
Okay, I feel
God.
okay. Never mind. I feel bad. I feel bad for that.
Mm-mm. See, there's
Damn.
something wrong with that. And you know what? Shame on me if I ever did that to somebody, and shame on me for being mad if someone ever busted me out for that shit. Robbie, hi,
I
Roberto. I love
know.
you.
I
I
just
hope you're
saw him. I've been
good.
watching. I've been binge watching his videos. He is so cute. I
Oh my
love
God,
those little
isn't he the
shorts.
best? His
He
shorts are the
is. He's
shit these
adorable.
days. Mine are my favorites are with the cat, and he's the biggest dancer singer, right? But like mine are the
I know. I
fucking cat
love
ones.
it. I loved it. He had like the broom in one, and he's like me when I'm supposed to be cleaning, and I was like, "Yep, that's me."
Yep, yep, yep. Get some. How do you say like some good juju from Robbie's shorts? But no, like
Right?
he
They're
has
so wholesome.
a whole cat that can fetch. Like, dude, that's genius.
Oh, that's so cute.
That is so fucking cute. And it's a little baby too. Like he's a kitten, you
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? And he does. He fetches
Hmm.
and brings Robbie back the fucking toy. It's the
That
best.
is so precious. It's
Uh-huh.
such like wholesome content. Like that's why I like him.
I think she seeks attention in that way. Absolutely, man. Roberto,
Yeah.
would you be down to come on my panel when I talk about Natasha? Because I'm
Ooh,
still
I hope
going,
so.
oh my God, you love that song. Oh, she gets home on her Fridays because she works like weird, like a weird, like daily schedule, you know? That was her Friday, and that's how she acts. Oh, you went and found it too. How cool. I'll have to tell her. I bet you were dancing like she was around your motherfucking kitchen, Roberto. But yeah, would you be down? I quit drama. It exhausted me. You know what? You always take breaks. So I will respect that. That's no problem. He
I mean,
has to take
we were
breaks because
literally
his
just
drama
talking
gets
about how
so real.
draining it can be. So
Yes.
I totally get that.
Yes, for sure. Well, you know what? His parents were being platformed. Shame on
Yeah,
them, but like, who's platforming someone's parents? You got to be a real shithole.
I heard about that, and I'll be honest, I've looked for Natasha, but I can't find that bitch nowhere. Maybe on
I
TikTok, but
won't
I don't
share
really
it. I
TikTok.
won't share it because it's hard to find her because so many people talk about her. I will send you her channel, babe. She's on
Okay, yeah, I kind of wanted to see
every
it.
night doing what she does. So yeah, I'll send you her channel just so you have it.
I don't even understand. I remember like when her and Bullhorn Betty and everybody were
Oh,
big, but
uh-huh.
like that woman, her face just is not inviting to me. Like she just
No,
always has a
no.
stank face, like she just smelled shit.
I'm gonna get going because I have to get to the liquor store for my Coca-Cola and my juice before
Okay.
11 o'clock. So I'm gonna get going here in a minute. But I listened to Natasha, maybe not last night, but the night before, one of the nights, because she streams really late, and that's when I've been coming in. Because I wasn't working when I came home, for the last few days.
Yeah.
So I've been outside, and she was saying that like her fundraisers that she's been doing, they're all for fake. Like she's not really marrying him. She's not really going to, I want to say Morocco or something. I don't know. I could be making that up, so don't quote me. She's not really going. She's always said she couldn't fly, and the haters are just running with it. And I'm like, well, if you're gonna troll people, why are we not allowed to talk about it still? If you want to troll people and make people think
Right?
you're raising money for these things, why wouldn't we think that you think you're going to marry this kid?
That's ridiculous. And he's young too, right? He's like
Yes. Oh,
30.
yeah. Yes. No, not even
Yeah.
30, girl. We're talking lower
You're
20s.
kidding.
We're talking my son's age. Okay.
And she's what, like 50s, right?
She probably 48. Like, don't dare call her 50, but yeah, like 48.
Ooh, that's a hard 48.
Yeah, that's a real hard 48, baby. That's a real hard 48. People could talk about my looks all they want. I just know I don't look like certain people, and I'm very grateful.
Right? All right.
You know what
When
I'm
you're walking
saying?
to the liquor store, send
Yeah,
me.
I'm gonna walk to the liquor store. Oh, she kicked herself off and didn't even meet. Girl, and apparent, yeah, she is seen. It's 90 Day Fiance in the Karama community, Sina. I have to make that video. I'm telling you, I'm making that video. That's why I just asked Roberto if he wanted to come on and do a stream with me because I'm going to work on that next. Oh my God, you thought she was like 70. You know what, though? She used to really look like 70. She's at least wearing makeup and stuff now that she's got a man's, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I'm talking about it. I don't care if you're, yeah, you eat yourself. That's all right. But thank you for coming up, Mandy. For real, for real. I always appreciate you coming up. Yeah, I'm gonna go though, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. I don't feel like I really talked as much about online friendships. I will send you NC's leak. Online friendships the way I wanted to, but I think there was other things that were probably a little bit more important. And I wanted to also stay on long enough for her to get, I guess, the courage to come up here. I'm not calling her a puss or anything crazy like that. Thank you, Terry Lynn. I would have loved to have you up, but we'll hopefully be able to get together soon because I know you can't with what's going on with the renovations and stuff in your home. Heather, thank you for being here. Thank you guys all for hanging out with me. I know it's pretty late right now, and I know we've been going for a couple hours, so I just appreciate you guys. Thank you, Sweet Pea. Yes, very soon, right? Yeah, let me get going. Let me go get my Coke, and then I pick up these dollar juices from that liquor store too. So I might as well get some juices. Try to save me some money. Hi, Her Majesty. Yeah, watch the replay. We missed having you, but so good to see you, though. So good to see you. Better late than never, baby. Everyone, have a good night. Thanks, Heather. Thanks for coming. Yes, sleep with the angels, everybody, because it's definitely that time. I know it's a weekday. And yeah, be looking for my vlog. I have a lot to tell you guys. I've been, working on that. And I'm back, bitches. So it's, just look forward to daily content. Like I'm back and I'm fucking doing it, dude. I got money to make. You know what I'm saying? I got an apartment to get. I got too much shit to do. I was thrown off track again and I got to get back on the horse. I appreciate you guys so much. I adore your fucking faces. Again, sleep with the angels. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thank you for all your comments and all your, input. And until the next one, bye guys.